Hi everyone, welcome to Launchpad Mondays. I hope everybody is doing well. We're gonna wait 1 minute more to see if someone else is joining today, and we'll start with today's lesson. Okay. You can see a couple other joining, a lot of note takers, AI note takers. Okay, Cindy is still joining. Okay. Well, again, welcome to Launchpad Mondays, the sales process. My name is Hyun, and today I'm going to be your specialist for the class of today. And what we're gonna see today is we're gonna learn how to set up payment integrations in sales process. And to do so, I'm gonna share my screen. Just one moment. Yes. And well, as for every application or integration, we need to go into settings, into integrations. In here, we need to find for the Stripe section. In here, if you click continue, once you go in Stripe and click continue, you will see the other payment integrations available. For now, I do have Stripe connected. And if you want to connect other platforms, you will see that by clicking continue in the Stripe section. You will see PayPal, Authorize.net, NMI, Manual Payment Method, Square, and you click search for more, you will get other, I guess, the same ones. And depending on the platform that you're trying to connect, the steps to connect these are a little bit different. Of what I know, Stripe, you just click connect and it'll take you to some steps and just follow the steps and then it'll connect automatically by logging into your credentials. But for PayPal, you have to connect it through a couple of different steps. Just so that we are sure how to do this, you can go into the help desk widget at the top right. And if you're not sure how to do this, go into integrations. And there is an article where it teaches you how to integrate this correctly. Let me see if this is right here. So how to integrate a Stripe account. You have the article right here. Please dive into here if you need to connect Stripe. The steps are very straightforward and very clear. And for PayPal, I know it should be over here. How to integrate and use PayPal. And just go on and follow this, and you will be able to connect PayPal within your platform. Okay. If you're not sure how to do this, you can always reach out to us and we can help you integrate this. Okay. Perfect. Somebody else is joining. Perfect. Now, once you have Stripe or PayPal or any other platform integrated, now you can start creating the templates of the one-time payments, the subscriptions, and start enabling automated invoices and receipts for customers. But to do that first, we need to create our receipt templates and our invoice templates. So let's go and do that. First, to go and create our templates for our receipts, we will go into marketing, go into emails. In here, we're going to create our template. And I already have a couple done already, but I'm going to go and do them from zero. And just to be organized, I created a folder so I can put into all the receipt templates right in here. And put plus. And I do suggest guests to go and create an receipt template from an already made existing template. So if you go into new and click email marketing templates and click on system templates, you can go and choose from one of these and start editing. In my case, I'm just going to build a simple receipt. So I'm going to choose this Shopify order confirmation. I know this is for an order, but we can go and edit this to a receipt. And I'm going to click continue. And this will be added into our account. Okay. Just a moment. The idea here is if you can go and do it at the same time as I am doing it, try to mimic what I do. And so you can have this in your account. Otherwise, you can still go back into the recording and watch this later. So once you are here in the system template order confirmation, always make sure to change the title. I'm going to change the order to receipt. And start editing by highlighting the words and changing the content into receipt. And instead of order number, you can change this to a receipt order by highlighting and clicking custom values. You will see that there's an option for receipt and receipt. Customer order. Where's the order number? Receipt number, and thank you for your order. Hello, order customer first name. And instead of order customer first name, we can change it to customer first name. Here's a summary of your recent order. I erase this, lay it on, change this custom value into the receipts order date. Date paid, that'll be perfect. And the order summary, you could actually change. I would just go on and edit this. Just give me a moment. Oh, somebody else is joining. Just one moment, please. Let me. Okay. Oh, wait. I am in. I'm in looking my templates. Just I don't remember it by heart, so Just one moment, please. Going to my templates. See confirmation. There. And okay. So it is just as easy to replace this. I'm going to erase this, and from the left section, I'm going to go and put another text and start editing this. And I'm going to put order summary. And in here, you will put important information detail. So like product, the discount, if you did give any type of discount, subtotal, tax, tax, and total amount. And for each of these values, there is a custom value so that you don't have to be repeating this, this specific value of each customer. So for product, you can go into custom values, go into receipt, there's receipt, and receipt title. I'm gonna go and put receipt title. This is going to be the product, discount, discount amount, the subtotal, put in the tax, and also the total amount. Perfect. Now, this order summary is extra, so I'm going to go and erase this, same as this information, this content in here. And instead, I'm going to put another text and put in the customer information. I'm going to put this smaller just so that it doesn't stand out too much. Same as this, 12. And add in the customer information details. Name is important, same as the address and phone number. You can go on and put other custom values, but I think these are the most important ones. This is just for an example. And again, from the receipt custom value, I'm going to put the customer's full name. Again, in receipt, you will find the information of the customer, address, and phone number. Perfect. Once you have this done, you can also change this button. Instead of view your order, you go and put it as in receipt, so that once they click this button, it'll take them to the receipt URL. We're going to change the link URL to the receipt URL. Where is this? Receipt URL. You can change its color. I think blue is all right. And I'll leave that like it is. And I'm gonna take this, erase this, the billing address. I don't think it's necessary. Otherwise, if you need it, you can keep it. And voila. Of course, you should go and replace this logo for your company's logo. And once you have this ready, go on and save this receipt confirmation. I'm gonna go and put a code just so I know that we did this today. say template. And now this will be ready so that every time a client purchases a product or a service from you, this is sent to them through an automation. So now as we have the receipt template ready, we're going to go and create an automation for this. We're going to go to the left panel to automations. And again, always remember to be organized. You will have many, many files. So go on and create a folder. I already have one created. And in receipt automation, create a folder for this. And let's create a workflow. I'm going to start one from scratch. And always remember to put a title to identify that this is the specific workflow for the receipt. Confirmation workflow. Confirmation. I think that's fine. Okay. And the first step is to add a trigger. So when a form is submitted, or the form that is within the purchase is submitted, this will trigger the email that will be sent to this contact. It can be email, can be SMS, whichever that you like, but I do think email is the best path for them. So I will add a trigger. We will choose, type in order and choose order submitted. Let's add a filter, and depending on the product that you have, we'll choose the product is and choose the product, say trigger. So once they fill in the first submitted, this will trigger an email, which will be the action. And you see here in templates, we have already created a template for this. And if you don't, that's why it's important to put a title, just so that whenever you're looking for this, you can find this here easily. And we're going to choose this one. And you will see that template will be attached right in here. I forgot to mention about one part, so that you don't have to be putting the from name and from email all the time. What you can do it instead is, I'm gonna go cancel for now and go back to workflow, confirm. Let me go back into my marketing. I'm going back into the template section. And in here, if you go back into your receipt template and click the three buttons at top right, click settings. In here, you can put your from name, the from email with the custom values, just so that you don't have to be putting this every time in the automation. So the from name will be contact, can be your company name. The from email should be company email. So within contact, if you have this set up correctly in your contacts and your email is the business email, this should be the one. And the email subject for this case will be, I can go and put receipts, go receipts, customer, first name, And it'll be thank you for your order. Thank you for your order. Preview text. And I can just go and put receipt just for the example. Receipt number, whatever, 21. And I will save this so that this will be saved automatically in the automation. And I will go back again, go into automation. Now open my receipt automation again. No, I did not save. So I'm going to do this again. One, and add the trigger or submit it. The cloud product is $1, save trigger, and I'm gonna add the action that will be an email where it will be attached our template that we just created. And as you see, the fields will be populated automatically as we did in the email template, just so that you don't waste time doing this, or you don't, the idea here is not to waste time here and always have the same values. And once you have this done, you click save action. And every time an order is submitted, the receipt will be sent automatically. And perfect. So we will save this. And this will be for the case of sending automations, sending receipt through automations. Now let's go do in the case if we were going to send invoices. To do this, we're going to go into sites, payments, and in invoice and estimates. Of course, the first step is to create this invoice. Go into payments, go into invoice and estimates, and you will have to create this invoice that you are trying to send. Depending on the product or service that you have to select the customer that you want to send this to. You can send this, I will just go and do this to Rena. And the invoice number, this is like a custom value. So for every time that you send one, this will be updated. The next one will be 017. And so make sure that you put the issue date, the due date, depending on the product that you are selling or service. Add the product. You should have the product created within products, of course, to have this. And if you have a discount, well, at the discount, you'll have to configure the subtotals and amount right here. And depending on the additional options, make sure you have this configured also and click save. Okay. And then go back and leave it as it is because I don't need a template for now. And once you have this template ready, you can start automating the invoices so that we get paid in orderly fashion. So let's say that, okay, let's go into automations. I want to start sending an invoice to a client so I can let them know a week before that they have their invoice due. And just to make sure we do this correctly, I'm gonna go just one moment. Let me open my template. Okay. And again, let's be organized. Open your folder. Within your folder, create your invoice. And create a workflow from scratch. So the first trigger is that once you send an invoice to a client, this will trigger a workflow of emails just to remind them that they have an invoice due, just so that you get paid. The idea here is to get paid. And oh, the trigger is invoice sent. Click invoice. So the invoice status is sent. And I go and type in invoice sent, which will trigger our first automation. And just so that we don't spam the contact, we're gonna go put a waiting time. Waiting time of 30 seconds. And yeah, I think that's fine. Save action. Wait 30 seconds, save action, and we're gonna add another action. And just to be organized, once we send the invoice to a certain contact, what we can do is instead of putting a tag, another tool that can be used is the notes. So that we can have the information of the invoice that was sent, and we can have this handy every time that we want to go back to this. So we're gonna go and add a note to this workflow so that it is added into our CRM. And system added note. In the note, I will go and copy paste a couple of values I already have made up. And you can add in the notes, system added note, and an invoice is sent to the contact name is a link to the invoice. We need to access the invoice immediately from our side, and the due date, and sent by invoice setter name. So this will basically be added in the contact section. If you go and open a contact and you go to the left panel in the section where you have the activity, there should be like an icon with a pencil. And if you click that, you will see this added into that contact. Okay. And this will help us later to have the information whenever we need this. So this will be very handy. And at the same time, we can add an internal notification. An internal notification to let ourselves know the amount that is due and the due date. And we can notify ourselves by email or internal notification or SMS. I'll just go for the internal notification, and you put the title. We're gonna make sure to put the invoice contact name. Invoice contact name has been sent an invoice. Amount due. Oops. And due date. Perfect. We're gonna add a custom value. The invoice. I'm gonna put in the total price and the due date. Invoice. Where's the invoice? Oh, due date. issue date. Where's the due date? Issue date, due date. Perfect. And we will redirect this page to the contact when we click on this. And this will be contact. And this will be assigned uh, to the contact, user assigned to the contact. Oh well, if you have a user assigned to this contact, this will be notified to them. And save action. And we're gonna wait just 7 days before it is due the payment. So I'm gonna put wait and click overdue and click the option before, put 7 days and keep all outbound communication action till next wait or even start date action. And gonna put the action name correctly, wait 7 days before the date. Perfect. And click save action. And once it gets to the point where we are a week before the payment, we're gonna send an email. In here, we will have to create this email for the notification that the invoice is due in 7 days. So in email action, I'm gonna go put email reminder number 1 from name, contact first name, from email. This will be our business email. The subject will be follow up on your payment. And if you have already a template set up, that will be the best case as we did before. But we can go on and create one here. For now, I do have one created. So I'm gonna go and copy paste just for so we can have more time later. So it would be, hi, contact first name. I hope you're well. This is just to remind you that payment on your outstanding invoice with the custom values of business short name is due on invoice due date for the amount of X amount. Please take a moment to review the invoice. When you can, please let me know if you have any questions. And here's a link for the invoice. And in here, make sure to put the invoice URL link so they can pay. And once you have this ready, save action. And you have set your email reminder 1 for the invoice. Now, we're gonna repeat this same process, but instead of wait 7 days, we're gonna wait for 2 days before the invoice is due, just to make sure that we get paid again overdue before 2 days. And save action. Wait 2 days before. Perfect. And again, instead of doing all the email again, what I would suggest is go and copy this email that we did at the beginning, copy action, put it at the end, and let's edit it from here. And reminder 2, the from name, the from email should be the same. And the subject, you will have to change from follow up on your payment to second reminder. And payment invoice. And just so that you don't have the same content here, what you can do is if you like to type and write, you can go and change the content yourself. But what I did is just went into ChatGPT or some application with AI and to ask them if they can rewrite the same email, but in a different way, so that they don't know. Just to be more friendlier and to be more creative, of course. For this case, I'm just gonna go and put the same and click Save Action. And again, you can go and repeat this as many times as you want until you get paid. But in this case, I'm gonna go and put another reminder, but after it is already due. So it'll be 1 day after due date, just so that we don't spam too much on our customers. And instead of before, I'm gonna change it to after, to 1 day. And we're gonna add a last email. Uh, uh, uh. Oh no, instead of an email, we're gonna let ourselves know that this is already due 1 day. So I'm gonna put an internal notification to notify ourselves that this contact is past due. Internal. Voice by invoice contact name, and you'll put a message to your employee or to yourself. Let's say, please follow up amount due, invoice total price. Oops. Total price. Just to let yourself know how much is the amount is due, and if the amount is big, always make sure to follow up. Okay, and redirect the page to the contact, to the person that is responsible for this user, and save action. And once you have this, you will basically have a automation where you can make sure that you are sending um, emails to notify your clients 7 days before that they are due, and make sure that they are paying you for your services. Okay. And of course, if you want to test this, you will have to test workflow and add the invoice sent trigger and see if this is working. But for now, I will save, and this would be the process of creating an automation for the invoice sent and for receipt. Okay. So I'm gonna stop sharing for now, and we still do have a couple of minutes so that we can go on to questions. If anybody has questions of this session or another item, you can just raise your hand, and let's have this option for Q&A. So what if they have already paid? So if they have already paid, let me keep on. Let me share my screen again. If in the case that they have already paid, then you can manually put the tag or just send them the the invoice or the receipt. What if they have already paid? Can we tell this? Oh, of course. So you can actually create another workflow for that. or once they have already paid to stop sending the emails. Share.
Can that be done in the same workflow? Easier to talk like this, if you
Yes, of
don't
course,
mind.
you can open your mics. Excuse me, can you ask that again, Karin?
Can we do that in the same workflow?
No,
So
you
that you
would have
say that you only send the
exactly.
reminder if they haven't paid yet.
So one workflow is to remind them that they have not paid yet. Once they have already paid, then to stop that workflow, we need to create another workflow outside from that one. So I'm gonna go and show how you can do that. Just one moment. That actually is a very, very good question. And you will have to create another workflow. I'm gonna add this in the same folder from scratch. Can you guys see my screen, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in this case, what we'll do is create another workflow. If in the case that they have already paid, this will basically stop the automation of sending the reminders that they have to keep paying. And I'm gonna name this when an invoice is paid. Number 21. And I will add, you have to always add a trigger. And in this case would be invoice paid. Invoice status has to be in the paid. Okay, say trigger. And once the invoice is paid, we're gonna wait 30 seconds before removing any type of workflow. And play. It can be 0.5. 0.3, wait 30 seconds. And then you will put remove from workflow action. Remove from workflow. And you'll have to choose the workflow. That's why it's important to name the workflows. Another workflow. The workflow is called receipt automation 21. Make sure to choose the correct workflow. Correct, it's receipt automation 21. When the invoice is paid after 30 seconds, this will make sure that it is taken out from the workflow we created. And just so that we know that this has been done, we're gonna go and create a note that will be added in that contact. System add note where we're gonna put system add note an invoice is paid from receipt. Where's the invoice? Invoice, contact name, amount paid, invoice. Oh, the invoice. Total price. And let's go and also put the invoice itself. Invoice URL. And sent by, just so that we can track who sent this. Invoice sender name. Perfect. And you can go and save this action. And save. So now you'll make sure to send the invoices, and when they're already paid, to stop the workflow of the sending of invoices. Okay.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
And any other questions? You can just go on and open the mic and ask me anything. If not, I will leave this 15 minutes for open question. If not, thank you for joining today. You can just hop off however you want, guys. Okay. Go back.
Hey, nobody has a question. I have another question. I am
Sure.
allowed? Yes, it's not about this, but something else. That's okay, right?
Yes, before we go to your question, I do have some questions in the chat. Let me answer this very quickly and get back to you, Karen. Okay. So how to change the invoice number or receipt number for different customers. So this should be changed automatically every time it is sent one. If you need to edit this by hand, you can go and do this on the payment section. In the invoices would be here. You would have to create new and new invoice. For every invoice you create, this invoice number will change. This invoice number anyways is still internal for you. So if you want to be specific or put another code per se, you can go and change this and go and send this to the contact that you want in here. And for the receipts, if you go into payments and go into settings, you have to take this enable automatic sales receipt for payments. And for every receipt that is sent, the receipt star number should change automatically. But again, if you want to put this specific receipt number, you can go and change this here and save it. Okay. Okay. I guess that should answer the last question. Was I clear again
Yes,
about that? Okay. Karen, so you had another question about
Yeah, I
the
guess
system?
it's a quick one. It's about setting up your or setting up your domain. So
Okay.
I do have a website, and I want to just only connect it to the system. But I have like this, like, you know this?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So,
can't really see it, but you
oh,
can tell me so I can
oh,
understand.
yeah, this is the 7-step actionable checklist to crush your systems and processes that you get when you're becoming a member of the sales process. And then
Okay.
you're being offered to set up your domain. So, and
Perfect.
then you can click on that, etc. But it's not clear whether it's
How?
about like really like starting the or like by creating the hosting, or whether it's only about connecting. I got very confused with all the
Okay.
wordings.
So do you have currently a domain, Karen?
Yes, yes,
Okay. And who is your hosting server today? So the
yeah.
company
That's
where you bought this.
it's a Dutch unknown company.
Okay, no worries. I can go and help you connect this. Or because the purpose of this call is to see basically the classes of the automations that we did today.
Yeah,
And
sure. So I don't want
uh-huh,
to like disrupt that.
no worries. What I can suggest you is, so connecting the domain is actually very easy. Just that I am not allowed to help you from this section, because we will have to open private information. So that we don't send this private information to the other guests. This has to be done on a one-on-one onboarding session. Let me see if I can get you the a support email where you can set an appointment so that they can help you with the domain setting and domain integration.
So that's not that American company, because when I click this, I get into an American company. I can only book like this appointment in 3 weeks in the middle of the night. So it's
Oh,
like,
oh, I see.
is that the same
Well,
or?
it depends. It depends on, but they should be able to set you up. But anyways, can you send me can you leave an email so that I can get back to you? I can
Yes,
send
this is
a, I
me.
can, okay. I can send a personal message to sales process so that they can reach out to you so that they can set an appointment to to a time that you can. I'll
That
make
will be
sure that this,
amazing.
yeah, I will make sure that they reach out to you. Just give me a moment.
Thank you so much for that.
Yes, no worries. Mm, mm. Can you also send me your full name?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, so basically, I will ask if they can set up an one-on-one onboarding meeting with you so that they can help you with domain settings. Okay.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mm, okay. Does anybody else have other questions for today? If not, you can just go on and hop off from this session and as you wish. I am new here. I would like to know how to learn step by step to build a webinar funnel like today. Um, to build a webinar funnel. Um, as in, okay. If you're not so to go and see how to create a funnel, I suggest you to go into the help desk widget, and there is a like a step by step article in how to create a funnel in your platform. But to create first your, it is not a requirement to have a domain yet to create a funnel. But afterwards, if you plan on putting it live on the internet, you will need to have integrated a domain, as we were talking before with Karen, into your platform. So make sure first to be fully onboarded, and then go and create a funnel within Sites. Okay, which is right here. Sites, funnels, and you can actually create a funnel from a template and choose whichever one you think is best for your service, and start editing. Click continue, add it to your profile, and start editing the content here. Okay. This is just a basic overview. Okay, perfect. Okay, so if there's no more questions, thank you for joining today, and we'll see each other again next Monday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.